That's the last one. There, let me cut that four-wheeler off. Number 31, he's the last. Of course, that's Mama. He's trying to get on right now. And look. Oh, I tell you what. Which one was that? That got to be number 30. Yep, number 30. Did you see him try to mount? Oh, look, 29. 29's a little ewe. Look at that. A little ewe mounting up a ram. So, 26 back here, a little ewe ram, or I mean a little ewe lamb. She is about a week older than him. He come out at 11 pounds. 11 pounds. Hey, quit biting my leg. You ain't supposed to bite me, you're supposed to bite them yolks. No. I know I'm not paying you enough mind, am I? What are you doing? So anyway, 28 there, over there trying to get a little milk. She was a bottle baby. She was a twin. Mom, of course, they're all first-time mamas. Her milk didn't come down in time, and I seen a little tail wagging when they was trying to feed, and I thought, you know, I just made the assumption they were getting some, but apparently not. She usually, as soon as she sees me or coming out here, you know, a lot of times they're mobbing around, they're paying attention to each other, but like as soon as she sees me, she comes a running. Of course, we already handled that. When I come out here, I brought them a little hay, throw in this bucket for, you know, tonight. Which one are you? Are you 29? 26? No, you're number 1. Yeah, she was the first one we had this go around. That right there, I didn't tag her. She was the very first lamb we had successfully at the end of April. 4 had one, which is that one right there, muscling her way in. Her lamb didn't make it. It got stuck coming out, and when I come home from work, there was a head hanging out her back end, and well, little lamb was already goner, but saved Mama. So yep, them two, that's her mama. You know, she's growed out real nice. You know, at least I think so anyway. So, and I did lose one mom. She was the smallest framed that we had. She was going to be on my cull list anyway, but you know, I don't have that many, so you know, everybody gets a bye year the first year. You know, that's what I said, you know, before I even started. But anyway, she was never able to get the lamb to breech. When I got home, she was on her back. You know, that was that. So we've lost 2. Well, we lost a partially born, an unborn, and then one that was actually successfully birthed, but that was because of lack of nutrition from the milk, because I was giving them all a shot of that Nutri-Drench, you know, as soon as I see them when they're born. Then, you know, let them hang with Mama for a day, and then you know, get them up and tag them and weigh them up and all that. But yeah, as soon as I see them, I like to give them that Nutri-Drench. Yeah, they've all been pretty big. Of course, that's my ram right there. You know, he ain't no little guy. Hey, 4. How you doing? Huh? How you doing, 4? So, some of them's got yellow tags, some of them's got white tags. Initially I bought from 2 different farms. And then of course all the lambs, you know, with those little small yellow tags, those are mine that I put on them. You know, so yeah, not a whole lot out here. I just opened that little section up to them last night. You know, they've been running around grazing it today. I just left it open because that shelter right there, you know, without getting a four-wheeler in there. You're just dragging that thing by hand. The way I got it built, it's there's a lot of drag on the ground when you go to pulling it. So, you know, maybe I need to get one of them little 20-year-old kids out here and yank it across here for me. But, you know, you can see my system. You know, I'm giving them a much bigger area in the winter time, and we're moving them, you know, a little more often. All this back here has already been grazed and moved off of. You know, we went pretty much down there, that little tree line. I got my cross fence kind of cuts down right there where you got them two. Yeah, so kind of cut down there, and then now we're working our way back this way. And we're going to start getting all that back here. Why it's so short is I do lease this out for hay, because oh, look, she done run over here to me. But she's doing good. We gave the mom some, you know, the vet gave her some, was it oxytocin or something like that, and told me to start cutting back on the feedings, you know, just so she'll stay aggressive on mama to help keep that milk flowing, so mastitis don't set in or anything. And every time I come out here, you see she comes up to me. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Hey, darling. Hey, darling. Look at that. Yeah. No bottle today. We'll bring you one tomorrow, though. So I cut it back to every other day. What the vet said to cut it off, but you know, she ain't got one today, and you know, her belly is not empty. But you know, look at that. She just, I tell you what, man, even for an old fucking, you know, asshole like myself, man, there's something magical about holding one of them little lambs and giving them a little bit of a bottle. I didn't separate her from mom, you know, to take her all the way up there to the house just so things would be easier for me. You know, I was against that. I know a lot of folks do, you know, they'll pull, you know, just the lamb, or maybe sometimes the lamb and the mom, bring them up close to the house. Well, for one, I ain't got a barn for them. You know, you can see they got a barn on their back, and then they got a shelter over there that they can crawl in. Especially with these little ones, you know, they can be cold and that'll be all right. they can be wet and they'll be all right, but it's cold and wet that tends to give these little guys trouble. So, you know, they got somewhere where they can get in and get in the dry and get out of the wind, you know, when these, you know, cold rains come through. But yeah, my strategy is that they're not on one piece of dirt more than 3 days. Here I am making a little bit of an exception. As you can see, they got all this over here, but they are actually grazing right there where I opened up to them last night. So they'll come over here, you know, pretty low key. You see, I got, you know, I carry, you know, water down here for them. I carry hay down here for them. I throw the hay in the big thing there just to keep, you know, keep it off the ground, and you know, I can monitor exactly, you know, what they're getting. You know, it'd be so much easier if I just got me a bunk and throw it out there and, you know, throw the square bale in it. But the guy that I lease the land to, he doesn't do square bales. He does round, and you know, I'm not going to be hauling a round bale, so I just fork it off and into that cart, and you know, drag it down here with that four-wheeler and pitch it off in there. And you know, hell, it's as you can see, you know, their body condition's pretty good as far as I can tell. You know, I'm pretty new to all this, so you know, maybe more experienced eyes can see something, you know, that I'm not recognizing, but everybody seems to be happy. So start small, lose small, and learn big. You know, that's the reason I started with 11 ewes and 1 ram, and I tell you, I did lose 3 pretty quick to parasites. My parasites, you know, 2 of them got bottle jaw, and you know, the third one, because I wormed them all with ivermectin, and they said it could take 4 to 8 weeks for the color to come back in their eyes. On the FAMACHA test, you just pull down their eyelids and, check, the color, because the capillaries are real close to the surface there. And they started getting a little pale. Well, more than just a little, I guess. So I gave them Ivermectin, and hell, I guess about a week later, one of them was just standing there bawling, super lethargic, and I was like, what in the hell's going on? And I looked over there and seen another one. She was acting a little lethargic, and I started looking a little closer. Oh, shit, they got bottle jaw. So I grabbed them two, snatched them up. I got a little catch pen up close to the house. If I bring anything new in, or if they go off site, they get to spend some time in there before they get integrated back out here. Just kind of a little quarantine area, sort of deal. Hell, all of them spent about a week inside there, and so I took them up there and doctored on them. Man, I was giving them electrolyte mix, and I was giving them B12 shots. I was crushing up some fucking iron supplements, and giving that to them in the drench. I mean, hell, I was doing everything I could, but that Ivermectin just didn't cut it. So I ended up switching over to that Sidexin, and shit, I guess a day or two after I gave him Sidexin, I come out and another one was laid over. Looks like it was just, she had a real high infestation, and when they all died off like that, she got a little toxic on the inside, and that was that. But she never got bottle jaw. And you can see all the rest of them. So now I have a hard rule, because back then I was like, well, let me let them eat this stuff down. It's getting tall. Once they get it ate down or trampled down, then we'll move them. After that experience, man, I went to the hard 3-day rule. So, and technically this is the 3rd day they've had access over here, and I opened that up for them last night. Let's see here, what's that? So no, we moved here Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, so this is the 3rd day they've got access to that. But you see, they're not spending any time over here, and unless they're coming to get water, that baking soda, or getting that shelter. And today's Tuesday, so Thursday morning, we're going to rotate them. So I'll close off this little section here. I'll pull these nets up, move it just to the other side of that back net, and then move them into that. Then I'll take these nets down, and then we're going to start running back over towards that other fence over there. So I got some poly braid right there stretched out to my perimeter fence. You can see there's a little curly Q keeping it up off the ground. Donkey sees it, donkey stays away from it. And hell, I just jump it, onto my perimeter fence like that. 9,000 volts keeps them dogs away, if they make it past her. And so far she's done really good. She did make some friends, now I did the other day, she did make some friends with some deer, and that's just a little shelter I made with them out of cattle panels for the summer. It's just shade cloth. Hell, that works really well for them. They love it. They rub on it and scratch on it and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, that thing's been really durable. But this is some of what we're doing. And we made some mistakes. We're learning some lessons. And my daughter named this one Miss Waffles. Don't ask me why. We had two, but hey, don't, easy, teeth hurt. And yeah, that donkey ended up being old as the hills, and she got foundered, and she went down a few times, and we got her back up a couple times, and the vet said if it was her, she'd just put her down, so that's what we did. But Hey, 4. You coming over to say hello again? You coming over to say hello again? Hmm? And I think that's a little 20. That's got to be a 28. Boy, I tell you what, it's a kick. You get a kick watching these little guys running around. So, yep. So I've lost 4 ewes this year, plus 2 ewe lambs, and then 1 unknown. But you know, you can see we've got 6 on the ground this year. We got the 5 little bitty ones, and then we got her from April. So 3 of which are lambs. And man, I'm telling you, that dude over there, man, you know, he ain't no slouch. But that dude right there, he is a big old boy. He come out 9 pounds, average birth weight, I think 7.7 for a little ram lamb. He come out at 9. He come out at, well, hell, this little one right there, he's the newest one. He's just a couple days. And shit, he come out 10.4. And man, that dude right there, 11 pounds. And I did have to pull him. I let mama, that's his mama right there, I let her push for about an hour and 45 minutes. And you know, I decided to go on and get out there and glove up. Anyway, y'all have a good one.